What's up, everybody? I'm back. I'm going to continue reading more Age of the Apocalypse. More Age of Apocalypse. We are now into our sixth book. I think we're in our sixth book. Wait, hold on. Am I supposed to be reading? No, this is where I am. Sorry. I actually have the wrong book open. That's tomorrow's book. Today we're going to be reading the fifth book, which brings us to X-Men Chronicles After Xavier, the Age of Apocalypse. So anyone who's liking these, leave me feedback, leave me comments, or leave me likes, check out my YouTube, check out all my shit. Let's get into this book and see what's going on here. Alright? For years, Eric Lensher, the man the world knows as Magneto, has led the X-Men to the forefront of the rebellion against the genetic overlord Apocalypse. There have been years filled with sorrow and pain, and yet always he managed to hold on to the vision of a better and brighter future for both mutant and human alike. Now, standing face to face with Weapon X, seeing the hatred in the face of the man he once called friend, and sensing the words which are about to spill from his mouth, Magneto cannot be in more pain if Logan's adamantium claws slice through his steel-beating heart. That's right, Magneto. Jeannie and I are leaving. You got a problem with that? And for the first time in years, Magneto dares to entertain despair. Stan Lee presents Shattered Dreams, a landmark turning point in the lives of Magneto's X-Men. No way, you don't have the rest of the X-Kitties. Now, why don't you have the rest of the X-Kitties back off before one of them gets cut? You're playing with fire, Runt. You even breathe too hard and we're going to be all over you. Been waiting a long time to take a piece out of your hide. Sabretooth, this is between Logan and me. No one here wants to fight. Oh, that's where you're wrong, bub. I'm itching for one. Been that way since the day you had us abandon Jean to Apocalypse's camps. But I got her out, I did. I didn't need you. Didn't need any of you. I lost my hand, but I'd have given up more than that for her. Logan, do not do this. It doesn't have to be this way. Let's just leave. Sure, kid. Anything you say take us away from this place. Ain't a home no more. It never was. We're done with your fight, Magneto. We're done with your dreams. From now on, I'll take care of me and Jean with no help from you. Magneto can only watch as Jean Grey carries Logan away using her telekinetic powers. He wants to reach out to them, to stop them, to explain, to make them somehow understand. Instead, he can only watch, and a part of him leaves with them. Magneto, is there anything I can do? No, Rogue, nothing. For now, I need to be left alone. Come here. But Magneto needs. He needs to be having some time to himself, and so do we. Father, I'll go after them. Perhaps I can talk to Jean. She's always been sensible, the sensible one in that pair. No, Pietro, it's over. They've made their decision. Now please, lead the team through a battle exercise. None of us can afford to dwell on this incident for too long. I will join you shortly. Magneto. What? Jean's telepathic thoughts. I understand why you did what you did. But right now, Logan needs me more than the team does. Forgive yourself. I have. The remains of a once great city in the western part of what used to be called the United States of America. Holocaust, horseman and chosen son of the High Lord Apocalypse, stands amidst the smoke and ash of humanity's remains. Before the coming of Apocalypse, this city was once known as Spokane, Washington. Now it's a place of death and destruction, a monument to all for which the mutant High Lord stands. Once streets teemed with life, with people, but they were lulled into a false sense of security, blinded to coming madness. And Holocaust descended upon the city at the head of Apocalypse's mutant army. The city and its residents learned to believe. They died. This is the last one of them. Didn't give them much of a fight. Too bad. Where do I go now? Who do I kill? Always willing to take on more, my friend. Yes, Wolverine. Henry McCoy did a fine piece of work on you, a ferocious hunter, a killer. There is none better on the planet. Which is why I've come up with something special for you, something which I think you'll find amusing. Just remember that our Logan in this world, he's Weapon X, so you'll figure out why this guy's Wolverine. I'm sure you've heard of the band of rebels known as the X-Men of Magneto. He's the one that hurt me so bad and made you wear the life support armor. Oh, I see what he's saying. No, he's not calling him Wolverine. He says, where do I need to go? Who do I need to kill? Always willing to take on more, my friend. It's all I know. Yes, Wolverine. Henry McCoy did a fine piece on you. A ferocious... Yeah, that is weird. I'm sorry, guys. I'm all recording and streaming this room like crap. But I'm coming along. I'll get better at it. He goes, so, he's the one that hurt you so bad and made you wear that life support armor. The very one. Word has reached me that 2 of his rank have left the rebel fold. You want me to find and kill them? No, their leaving will have caused a chink in Magneto's armor, a weakness of the ranks. That will have hurt the X-Man, wounded his ego. I want you to find Magneto and cause him to suffer even more. I want you to find them. And, murdering mutant scum, it killed my wife, my children, my friends. And now we have killed you. Sorry, I guess I missed one. Find him and kill the closest to him so I guess I missed one. Now what do you want me to do what do you want me to do when I find Magneto? Find him and kill the closest to whom while he looks on. He wasn't there when I killed his daughter, but he has another child, the boy, Quicksilver. I want Magneto to be burdened with the death of both his children as I am burdened with this armor. Then, knowing he is suffering, I will kill him. Days later, in the ruined city of Denver, Colorado. This is the area in which the bandit horde was last sighted. Quicksilver, you find Sabretooth. Save the point. And Sabretooth, this time when you find the bandits, wait until the rest of us arrive before dealing with them. You know, Mag, sometimes you can be a real wet blanket. I know. Iceman, Storm. The 3 of us will keep close to the terrain. I don't want to announce our arrival prematurely. Gambit, you and Rogue watch the surrounding buildings for any hostile activity. Colossus, keep an eye on all our backs. Worried about him, Remy? He's been so distracted since Logan and Jean left. I'm afraid it's going to make him careless. Not going to happen, Cher. And you and me are going to be sticking real close to him and make sure. Bingo. The other side of the wall, Mags. I've got this scent of about 6 bandits who don't believe in soap and water. If my nose ain't lying to me, they're playing around with a normal. Not for long. Protect the innocent at all costs, and deal with the bandits with any force necessary. Instantly, storms carried skyward, on a gale of wind, summoned forth with her mutant powers. Leave it to me, Stormy, to make the weather even gloomier. One of these days, I'm going to catch a cold from being around her. Maybe you could talk to her about that, Pietro. I don't think so, Bobby. We've got an agreement. She doesn't tell me how to run, and I don't tell her how to control the weather. It's made for a pretty happy relationship so far. Besides, if she hears you calling her Stormy, you'll have more to worry about than a little rain. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. Maybe you can help her find a sense of humor, buddy. She's gonna have one if she's even slightly interested. She's gotta have one if she's even slightly interested in you. Colossus, you and I can move forward ahead together if you are ready. Bring me to the bandits, Trosevich, and I will show you how ready I am. Come on, Gambit. We've got to stick close to Magneto. Let's not overdo the worrying about him, Shuri. He's been at this a lot longer than any of us. Has saved our hides more times than I can count. I think he can take care of himself. And I think these are supposed to be the Reavers of this world. You brats are looking mighty well fed. There, considering the times we live in. We graciously give you protection from the real bad ones, the ones that would rather eat you than the few scraps of food you throw to us as payment. And now you go on holding out on us? Maybe I've got to mark up one of your girls so you remember to give us our share. What do you think? Please, they're only children. Don't hurt them. The world's a harsh place and getting harsher every day. We all gotta do what we gotta do to survive. Huh? The blade's just hanging there. Seems like we're about to have some company of the mutant persuasion. The X-Men, we don't need this. On your feet. and out of the woodwork. We've got no choice but to make a bloody fight of it. These mutants aren't going to let us talk our way out of this. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky, kill them, bring their heads to Apocalypse's people, and score some points. Though I wouldn't count on it. A human could actually conspire with an enemy who would see his entire race exterminated? Tin butt. They'd carve up their own mothers for 3 hots in a cot. After all they've done to their own kind, do you really think they'd think twice about snuffing us? Don't know what it was like back in Mother Russia, but once the Big A showed up, the United States became a dog-eat-dog kind of place. The people of my country were never given the chance to find out what would happen after Apocalypse. His callings left no survivors. There you go again, Sabretooth, shooting your mouth off. Why don't you just shut up and do what you do best? And what would that be? And that would be what exactly? Enough. This battle is not a training session. You are all taking far too long with this operation. We must act quickly, directly, brutally. If these had been Apocalypse's infinites instead of mere bandits, we would have lost some of our own numbers already. Weapon X and Jean Grey knew the value of expendicy. See, Remy, he's distracted. He can't accept that Logan and Jean left the team. Stop fretting about him, Sherry. He's a big boy. He just needs to work off some steam. Now you be keeping your mind on your own fight. Besides, I've got no intention of letting any of these get any closer to us. We should do something, Carlo. Like what? Getting our tails kicked? Dead, maybe? When I signed on with this group, I never planned on meeting the X-Men. You want to do it? Feel free. Me? I'm taking off somewhere they ain't. No. I want you humans. You're going to help me test the X-Men's mettle. Just a touch and you're stronger, faster, better than the gene garbage you were born to be. Now go fight. Die if need be, but show me what the X-Men are made of. Show me why they are feared. Kill them, kill them, kill them. Magneto, kill him, make him bleed. Looking like we got a couple of perky little backstabbers, eh, Sherry? But this one is going down as easily as the rest. How about yours, Petite? I've got him. Die, mutant. No, the knife. The blade ain't metallic. I can't stop it. Magneto. Interesting. Magneto's down. Storm, let's be having a real big tight show. Clear the area. The fight's over. Gambit, I'm all right. Do not retreat. Sorry, Eric. It's not your call. No way am I going to be risking your life. We're heading home. You can chew me out later. Kill the closest one to Magneto, Holocaust says. It looks like it's not Quicksilver, the son, but either Rogue or the one called Gambit. Come out, human trash. I have work to do, and you are going to help me. The X-Men's current residence, high atop the mountains of New Mexico. You are lucky that the knife did not puncture a lung, Eric. Still, the wound is deep. You must rest. Give yourself time. One thing I cannot give, Storm. There's too much to be done for me to coddle myself. Gambit should never have ordered today's retreat. The rest of you should not have listened. If it means risking your life, I'll be doing it again. And you can bet that the rest are going to listen. We need you. No, Gambit. You need discipline, and you need to start following orders and not let our friendship stand in the way of what we must do. Father, please, take it easy. The bottom line is that Gambit's call was the right one. We saved the family and managed to keep you among the living as well. What more could you ask for? Possibly a world free of Apocalypse's rule? For now, you're going to have to settle for some rest. There'll be plenty of time to save the world when you're back on your feet. Do you really believe that, Remy? You're the one that made me believe in the first place, partner. Besides, me and this Southern Belle got plenty of living to do together. Come on, Cherie. Let's you and me go relax somewhere together. Not now, sugar. I want to stay behind and go over next week's plans with Magneto. Not to worry, Cajun. You'll always have me to snuggle up to. That's funny with everything that we know about Iceman now. Lucky me. Let me see something. All right. Lucky me, Cherie. Don't you go taking too long. Me and you got some real important things to talk about. Denver. After all the power I've bestowed upon you, the X-Men escaped. Whoa, hold it right there, Muty. I don't know who you are or where you come off giving orders, but I'm the man, Muty. The rest don't do anything unless I say so. Whoosh. Any challengers? No. Good. Now we will take this fight to the X-Men's doorstep. Please don't turn this into another Rogue is just the sweetest thing I ever laid eyes on session. I've heard it all. Way too many times. Can't help it, Bobby. The girl's something special. Oh no, say it ain't so. The Raging Cajun, the last of the great ladies' men, my idol in the art of amour, has had his heart pierced by Cupid's arrow. How can I go on? What can I say? You never expected to settle down with any one woman, and certainly not in this godforsaken world, but all kidding aside, have you thought it through? I mean, her powers, you can never touch her, never. Come on, Bobby. You think I'm only interested in Rogue for the physical thrill of it all? Been with a lot of women, but with her, just never felt this way about anyone before. Besides, Magneto and I have been talking, and he thinks maybe there be a way to overcome her powers. How can I lose with one of the smartest men I know concerning mutant powers working out for me? If he thinks he can help Rogue to control her powers, then I'm not worried about it. Look what he did for you. And what about the lady? Does Rogue know about how you feel? She knows. She's got to know, doesn't she? Oh yeah, the great ladies, man. Can't believe I've been taking tips from you all these years. Elsewhere in the compound. Magneto, you got the rest? This strategy session can wait till tomorrow. No, Rogue, it can't. Every tomorrow is another day of apocalypse callings in which countless human lives are lost to mutants. I can't stand by. I can't stand by. Won't indulge my own convalescences while a race of people is slaughtered. But you can't blame yourself for everything that's happened. No, but I can try to stop it. Long ago, a very special person taught me that one man can make a difference, or at least must try to do so. It's why I brought the X-Men together. Why as soon as Apocalypse made the first threatening strikes, we came to this country. Through the years, we've not been able to do enough to stop the madness, the callings. Instead, we sit here in the mountains of New Mexico in relative luxury compared to the rest of the country, planning our next foray. And now, I'm not even sure if I can even hold the team together. Jean Grey and Weapon X? Yes, their leavings have made me face what I've tried to deny for many years. That despite my best intentions and my lofty dreams, the X-Men may be a failed concept, one born out of my own ego. Nonsense. Talking like that proves to me more than anything that you need to rest. And you listen to me now. I can't speak for everyone else, but I can promise you one thing. I'll be by your side forever. We do make a difference, and you know it. Thank you, Rogue. That means more to me than you'll ever know. She's a little quiet thing. Yeah, I will go on and get some sleep. I've got things to take care of. Meanwhile, acid smoke fills the air as the bandit horde blindly follows Wolverine through the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. Surging adrenaline pulses through their bodies and inflames the minds of the bandits. The result is a frenzied strength, which will eventually burn so brightly that it will be the cause of their deaths. But not before Wolverine uses them against the X-Men. Stop. I have the scent. The treacherous mutant scum have been through this way. They are near. A short time later. Excuse me, Quicksilver? Can I talk to you, y'all? That's if I'm not interrupting anything important. Speed reading mostly. Wanda used to say it was one of my more annoying hobbies. You still miss her, don't you, Pietro? Always. My sister was the best friend I ever had. I constantly think about how differently things would have turned out if she was still alive. She was an incredibly caring person, with an ability to instantly make anyone feel loved. But you know that, Rogue. Even though you didn't know her for very long, you know. And after all these years, I can't tell you how grateful I am that you were there with her at the end. I know it was painful for you watching her die at the hands of Nemesis, but she deserved to have someone there with her. Pietro, what do you think Wanda would have thought about my being your father's second in command? What do you think? I mean, you're his son and all. What do I think? We've gone over this already, Rogue. You're worrying for nothing. As a matter of fact, I am relieved at being temporarily free of the burden of responsibility. I also think that soon the team's going to have to expand, and then we'll need more than one team leader. What I'm saying is that and I think Wanda as well, approve of your doing for our father. Thank you, Pietro. Here you are. Been looking all over for you, Cherie. I'll just assume you're talking to Rogue and move aside and admire the sunset. Pretend I'm not even here. Rogue, I've got something on my mind and I just can't wait. I want you to know that I'm ready for a commitment. Your powers, we'll learn to deal with them. All that's important is us. Could you say something now, Sherry? I'm feeling kind of foolish standing here. Anything, please. And she goes, I'm sorry, Emmett. I'm so sorry. What just happened here? I don't know, Gambit, but I think you and my father ought to have a talk soon. Yeah, you're probably right. Magneto will know why she's acting strange. I think he's out training on the lower fields. Magneto, your wounds. Give me no quarter, Storm. I am not going to give you any training. I am not going to give you any. Training exercise or not. Our enemies will choose to attack us when we are most vulnerable. We cannot allow ourselves even a moment of weakness. Well, look here. Just the man I've been looking for. Magneto, you got a moment? I need to talk about Rogue. She's acting awfully peculiar. And I was wondering, Gambit, we're training. Either be silent and watch or join in and be silent anyways. I like the cut of Magneto's jib when it comes to fucking training and shit. I can feel that shit when I exercise. Directly outside the X-Men compound, this is the place. The rebel stench sickens my stomach. It is time to take the fight directly to them. Yeah, kill them all. Kill them all for Wolverine, for Holocaust. Overzealous fool. Now the rest of you will listen to my plan. Workout over so soon, boss? I was just starting to work up a sweat. It will have to do for now, Creed, but tomorrow we leave at dawn. Something good? I think it will keep you satisfied. Now get some sleep, all of you. If you got a minute, I'm sorry about busting in the practice and mouthing off and all. It's Rogue. She's got me all twisted around inside your mind she's got me twisted around inside. You mind if I bend your ear about her a little bit? Could it wait, Remy? I need to promise to keep it short. I have these feelings for her, and I've been trying to let her know, but she won't give me a chance. Well, I figure that it's that she's concerned about her powers. Now, you and me talked about the possibility of getting around them, and I was wondering if maybe you could talk to her for me. Remy, I don't know if this would be a good time for me to... There are things Excuse me, Gambit. I've got to talk to Magneto. It's very important. I think that'll work out just fine, but you've got to promise me you and me can talk when you're done. It's a promise. Until then, Petite, you take care of Eric. I promise. Or you take care of her, Eric. I promise. Rogue, if it's tomorrow's operation you've come to speak about, no, Eric, it's not that. I'm confused. Things have been going through my head, crazy things. And I just don't know what to do, what to say, what to feel anymore. And they're all staring. Rogue, please, don't say another word. Let me show you something. I've thought a great deal about your absorption powers. the way flesh-to-flesh contact triggers your mutant ability? If I could create a biomagnetic shield around my body, then just perhaps, take my hand. Trust me. I do. With all my heart. Believe me. I do. Oh, Eric. Thank you. Thank you. She starts crying. There's Gambit getting pissed. Shine. Treacherous dog. I'll kill you. Remy, what are you doing? Me, what am I doing? You're the one standing here touching her. Look at her like that. Why, Eric? Why? You were my friend. My friend. And you. I saw the look in your eyes when he touched you. Did it feel good? Remy, please don't. Just because you gave Wanda your vow to look after the old man doesn't mean you have to. And then she slaps him. How dare you? Maybe I deserve that. But whether you know it or not, Sherry, you're going to have to choose real soon. Either him or me. Remy, I don't know what you think happened here, but the alarm. The front gates have been breached. We're under attack. Magneto. We've got to get back up there. The rest of the team will need us. You're going to have to choose Rogue real soon. Ain't this sweet? These dopes show up at our doorstep and save us the time of having to hunt them down. Reminds me of the good old days when you could still get decent Chinese food delivered. I love fucking Sabretooth. I've always thought more Sabretooth than Wolverine. Like, he's just so sadistic. He's fucking tall, and he just likes being a fucking monster. He fucking runs his mouth, and he's actually really intelligent. I don't think the movies captured it, but he's really intelligent. He's pretty good at that shit. I'm manipulating shit. Thank you for joining us, Magneto, but it is not necessary. These guys have more guts and brains showing up at the front gate like this. I mean, they seem a little stronger, but really against us? Just settle back and watch us do what you taught us to do. We've got it under control. Take it easy while we drive them back down the mountain. Rogue, about what happened back there. I think we should talk. Sorry, Magneto. You're not gonna be able to do much more talking to the pretty, or you're not going to be able to do too much more talking to the pretty lady. I don't know who you are, but if you killed him, I swear he won't die. I need him to live to see you die. Goodbye. It's not going to happen, mon ami. I still got some feelings left for the lady. That's nice, Cajun, but from what I saw, she doesn't have much for you. What's this? The little lady wants to go down fighting? Just however you want it, Rogue. Get away from her. Still got enough left in you to throw up a magnetic field, traitor? Guess you and your Cajun friend aren't leaving me with much choice. I'm going to risk Holocaust's anger and kill you both. Move it, Eric. We've got to get out of here. I want you alive so I can kick your butt later. Backed yourself into a corner, rebels. Remy, Eric. He's hurt. I can't let anything happen to him. She didn't even have time to think, only to act on bare instinct. And in that desperate split second, Remy LeBeau's hopes and dreams wither and die. Rogue, it is a loss that does not go unnoticed. Looks like the lady's made her final decision, Loverboy, and guess what? You lose. No, Ugly. From where I'm standing, you're looking like the loser. Let's do it. The battle is the stuff of legends. The X-Men utilize every skill. This is what they're known for. Look, they just jumped this fucker. Every strategy they've learned as a team. Every ounce of their mutant strength is released in an attempt to stop a foe who is unstoppable. That was fun. Magneto, your kids are good. Just not good enough. Okay, lady, here's the deal. You let me kill you while he watches, and I'll let him live. What you think? Here's my deal, sugar. First, I bash your brains in. Then I'm going to go back to help Gambit. Such bravery, but you're still going to die. It's not going to happen. You don't have the sense to stay down. Why kill yourself for a woman who still wouldn't do the same for you? What can I say? Never been accused of being too smart when a lady's involved. That's it. A punch in the gut, and you expect me to crumble? I've been slapped harder by little girls. Well, actually, I never considered taking you out with a punch. You see, there's rock behind that belt. That's right. That's glowing. That's right. The one that's glowing. Well, it's all part of my powers to turn potential energy into kinetic energy. What the? And since it's bigger than what I'm used to charging, it means it's going to explode big time. Right about. Remy, I didn't mean to hurt you. Are you alright? Don't share. Don't say a word, okay? You know all my life I've been alone. I pretend I like it that way, but there's no hiding behind a lie. I was looking for someone to love. Just my luck, I found her and she loves somebody else. Can't be helped. You don't choose who you love. But no denying it hurts. Maybe it's time for Gambit to be alone again. She almost calls out to him to beg him to come back, but she knows he is right. Love can't be denied, and it breaks her heart. The end. The final reflections. Let's see, X facts. These are a bunch of things. I'm not going to read all this stuff. The Age of Apocalypse, historical moments. This is some good shit. Thank you guys for letting me read this. I'm trying not to side tangent too much. I'm trying not to just mellow out in it. But this is, like I've told you guys before, this is one of my favorite all-time X-Men stories. It's a weird arc. If it were up to me, I wouldn't want it to be a movie. I would like it to be like an animated series with like mature animations and stuff like that. But thanks again, guys. I appreciate it. And I'll probably be back on streaming some games soon, dudes.